Hi, I'm Dr. Boomy and I'm coming to you from sunny Florida. Yes, this is February weather. Now, while the sun is great for our mood, it's not so great for our skin, and that's why I wanted to talk to you about sunscreen. Did you know dermatologists recommend that we use sunscreen on a daily basis? Because even though we're not out in that blazing sun, we are getting exposed to UV light. We can use sunscreen as young as 6 months of age, and we want you to vigilantly use sunscreen when you're out in the sun for longer periods of time, which means reapply every 2 hours, reapply when you go into the water or if you're sweaty. Now, picking a sunscreen can be a daunting task because there's so many choices. So remember a few simple rules. SPF 30 or above, but don't have to go more than 50. Also find broad spectrum, which means it covers UVA and UVB light. And read the ingredients. There are 2 types of sunscreen, chemical-based and mineral-based. Chemical-based sunscreens get absorbed into the skin, and then it absorbs the UV light and then releases it as heat. Mineral-based sunscreen coats your skin and reflects the UV light. I personally recommend the mineral-based sunscreen because it is the safest, and it is actually best for sensitive skin. Now, there are 2 ingredients that are in sunscreen that are deemed safe by the FDA, and that is zinc oxide and titanium dioxide. And yes, those are mineral-based sunscreens. I don't recommend the spray sunscreens, one, because most of them are chemical-based, but also when you're spraying, you don't know how much is getting inhaled, and also you don't know how much gets applied to the skin. Now, remember one thing. When you are applying that mineral-based sunscreen, you're going to hear a lot of crying and complaining because think about that white diaper cream that you used to use. Yes, that is mineral-based zinc oxide. Now, luckily, the newer brands can be applied smoother and sometimes even clear. Let's look at some examples of ingredients that you might be seeing on the back of some of the labels. Now that you have the sunscreen, make sure that you're also using other sun protection, like sunglasses, hats, even SPF shirts, and of course, staying in the shade as much as possible. Thank you for listening, and see you next week.